Dear students, next topic in the unit 4 is linear equations with variable coefficients. Here now we shall first consider a homogeneous linear equation is of the form x power n nth derivative of y with respect to x plus p1 into x power n minus 1 into n minus 1th derivative of y with respect to x plus p2 into x power n minus 2 into n minus 2th derivative of y with respect to x plus so on up to pn into y is equal to x. We shall call this as equation number 1 where p1, p2 so on up to pn are constants and x is a function of x. So now to find the linear equations with variable solution for the linear equations with the variable coefficients, there are two methods are there. First we shall see method 1 and we will use throughout this unit is method 1 only. Okay. Method 1 by putting z is equal to log x. Here we have to put z is equal to log x or x is equal to e power x. Z is equal to log x. So then x may be written as e power z. Okay, here x is equal to e power z. This equation can be transformed into 1 with the constant coefficients. We introduce here an operator called theta is equal to x into d by dx. Try to remember here theta is x into d by just dx. There is no dy or dz. Okay, dy by dx is not here. X into d by dx. Theta y is equal to, we can write at that time x into dy by dx. Okay, theta z is equal to can be written as x into dz by dx. So theta is equal to x into d by dx. We shall first prove that x power m into d power m by dx power m is equal to theta into theta minus 1 so on up to theta minus m minus 1. We have to prove this one. Okay, or otherwise at that last term may be theta minus m plus 1 also. So now we have dy by dx. Applying the chain rule here, dy by dx is equal to, we can write this one as dy by dz into dz by dx. Just try to remember here dy by dx is equal to dy by dz into dz by dx. So then dy by dx is equal to dy by dz. I will keep as it is. Now what is z? We know that z is equal to log x. So derivative of log x with respect to x is 1 by x. So substitute dz by dx as 1 by x. So now bring this x to the LHS. So at that time x into dy by dx is equal to dy by dz, or otherwise we will denote that one as a capital letter D into y, where that capital letter D is equal to d by dz. Now also that is a dy by dx there. Now d square y by dx square, that is equal to, first I will write d by dx that into dy by dx, is it? So that is equal to again d by dx. What we know that dy by dx we proved in the first. Okay, so that is 1 by x into dy by dz. So now d by dx into 1 by x into dy by dz we have. Now we shall apply the product rule here, u as 1 by x, v as dy by dz. Okay, so product rule, first function is 1 by x. We have to find the derivative of this with respect to x. So we shall apply the product rule here. First function is 1 by x, that into derivative of dy by dz with respect to x. So that can be written as d square into y with respect to dx into dz, plus second function now, that is dy by dz into derivative of 1 by x, that is minus 1 by x square, that is equal to, again further simplify, 1 by x into d square y by, now I will write, observe that here d square y by, instead of dx here again I will write here as dz into dz, then I have to multiply dz by dx. Okay, so d square y by dx into dz I will replace here d square y by dz square into dz by dx. That is because we took here dy by dx as dy by dz into dz by dx. Okay, here we have From that now I will write here d square y by dx square as 1 by x into d square y by dz square, that into dz by dx, minus 1 by x square, that I will write as it is only dy by dz. Further simplify 1 by x into d square y by dz square, and we know that again dz by dx is 1 by x, minus 1 by x square into dy by dz. Now observe that d square y by dz dx square can be written as 1 by x into 1 by x here for the first term. So that is 1 by x square d square y by dz square minus 1 by x square into dy by dz. Again observe that both the term contains 1 by x square as common. So we can take that as outside. So at that time we can write d square y by dx square as 1 by x square into d square y by dz square minus dy by dz. Again bring this x square 1 by x square that to the left side. So at that time that is x square into d square y by dx square, that is equal to d square y by dz square minus dy by dz. Or otherwise x square into d square y by dx square can be written as, I will write this d square y by dz square as d square y, capital letter D here, minus dy by dz as capital letter D into y. Again observe that from the RHS we can take capital letter D outside. Okay. So that time we can write d into d minus 1 into y. So observe that we got, for the first it is x into dy by dx as a, observe that in the previous we got x into dy by dx as a capital letter d into y. Now x square into d square y by dx square as a d into d minus 1 into y. So similarly what we can write now, x cube into d cube y by dx cube can be written as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 into y. Similarly, x power 4 into d power 4 y divided by dx power 4 can be written as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 into d minus 3 into y. Okay, in general we can write x power k as x power k into kth derivative of y with respect to x can be written as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 so on up to d minus k minus 1. So now here we know that capital letter d can be written as d by dz, or otherwise that is x into d by dx, that can be also written as theta. So hence the result in the above in general what we wrote, so in that result can be rewritten as, here instead of k I will consider r. Okay. So x power r into d by dx power r, that is equal to, replace d by theta here. So theta into theta minus 1 into theta minus 2 so on up to theta minus r minus 1. So that is minus in minus is plus. So last term will be now theta minus r plus 1. So therefore putting now x is equal to e power z in equation number 1, the equation number 1 becomes now, equation number 1 what we took first, x power n into that one. So d into d minus 1 so on up to d minus n plus 1 plus p1 into d minus 1 so on up to d minus n plus 2 so on up to pn into y is equal to z. I will call this as equation number 2. Okay, where z is the function of z into, capital letter Z is the function of small letter z, into which x has been transformed. Here observe that x has been transformed. So this equation 2 is a linear equation with constant coefficients. Now we shall solve some of the problems related to these linear equations with the constant coefficients. So problem number 1, solve x cube d cube y divided by dx cube plus 3x square d square y by dx square plus x into dy by dx plus y is equal to x plus log x, and I will call this as equation number 1. Okay, given equation as I will call equation number 1, we have to solve this given equation. That means we have to find the linear equations with the constant coefficients. Okay. So first what we have to write, equation 1 can be changed into linear equation with constant coefficient. Just what we have to do, substituting z as log x or otherwise x as e power z. And also we know that from previous note, we can write x into dy by dx as capital letter D into y. Similarly, x square into d square y by dx square can be written as d into d minus 1 into y, and also x cube into d cube y by dx cube can be written as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 into y. Now substitute all the values here in the equation number 1. So at that time, x cube d cube y by dx cube can be written as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2. I will write y at the end, okay. So I will take each term here contains y and I will take that y outside. So now plus 3x square into d square y by dx square can be written as 3 take outside, and x square d square y by dx square can be written as d into d minus 1, plus x into dy by dx can be written as d only, plus y I will take outside, so that contains only 1 now. 1 into y, that is equal to, now x is e power z plus log x is z. Now further simplify the LHS now. So first now d I will write as it is now. Now first multiply d minus 1 into d minus 2. So that gives d square minus 3d plus 2, plus in the next term we will obtain 3d square minus 3d plus d plus 1 into y is equal to e power z plus z. Next multiply again all the terms. We will obtain here d cube minus 3d square plus 2d plus 3d square minus 3d plus d plus 1. Here minus 3d and plus 3d will get cancelled, minus 3d square and plus 3d square get cancelled. So we left with d cube plus 1 into y is equal to e power z plus z. Observe that now that is transformed in terms of z, and we have to solve that one. Again we have to substitute then equation 1 also. So we have to find the solution of equation number 1 also. Okay. So I will call this simplified as equation number 2. Now first we shall find the solution for equation number 2. So to find the solution, that is the sum of complementary function and particular integral. So first we have to find the complementary function for equation number 2. To find the complementary function for equation number 2, we have to consider auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation is of the form f of m is equal to 0. Here it may be written as m cube plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have to find the roots of m here. So by inspection we can say that m is equal to minus 1 is the first root. So as m is equal to minus 1 is the first root, so we can say that m plus 1 is the factor now. So now divide m cube plus 1 by m plus 1. Observe that here we will obtain m square minus m plus 1 as the quotient here. Next, so at that time m cube plus 1 can be written as now m plus 1 into m square minus m plus 1 is equal to 0. So now the root of the second term m square minus m plus 1 is 1 plus or minus root 3 into I divided by 2. So therefore roots of m cube plus 1 is equal to 0 is minus 1, 1 plus or minus root 3 into I divided by 2. So now the roots are distinct. So we can write the complementary function for the first as y is equal to c1 into e power z. Look at here. Instead of x, we have to write here z form. Observe that here, because we are transformed x into z here, that's why there is important here. Y is equal to c1 into e power minus z plus e power half into z, because they are complex roots. Second term is complex root, so e power half into z into a cos root 3 by 2 into z plus b sin root 3 by 2 into z. So that is the complementary function. Next we shall find the particular integral for equation number 2. So particular integral is 1 by f of d into x. What is 1 by f of d? F of d is dq plus 1, that into capital letter x is e power z plus z. Here split the terms here. So we will obtain 1 by dq plus 1 into e power z plus 1 by dq plus 1 into z. So now further simplify. Observe that in the second here 1 by dq plus 1 into e power z. It's of the form e power alpha x. Okay, that is the first method we have seen in the previous unit. So that is 1 by dq plus 1 into e power alpha z form. Okay, alpha x form. So at that time we have to substitute d by alpha. Okay, so what is alpha here? Alpha is 1. So we have to replace alpha as d by 1 here. So next we will obtain here 1 by 1 cube is 1 only plus 1 into e power z. For the second term also now, 1 by d cube into d cube plus 1 into z. It is of the form 1 by d plus a into x power m form. Okay. Here x is z. Power is 1 here only. So, by using that we have to solve that one. So, that can be written as 1 plus d cube power minus 1 into z we can write. So, for the first term it is e power z by 2 particular integral. For the second term now we have to split. Observe that there is a form now 1 plus x power minus 1 form. So, at that time that is 1 minus x. Okay. So, that I will write here 1 plus d cube power minus 1 into z. Observe that here z for the second derivative only z will get 0. Is it? So, that's why we will consider only first derivative only. 1 minus d cube into z. For second term it will be 1 plus d cube power 2. So, each term that d cube d square power 3. So, that is d power 6 we will get. For that z will be 0. That's why we don't want to consider the higher orders. So, just I will consider the first order only. So, now e power z divided by 2 plus 1 into z is z minus third derivative is again 0. So, that is the particular integral of equation number 2. So, now first we shall write the general solution of equation number 2. General solution of equation number 2 is y is equal to c1 into e power minus z, that is what we obtain complementary function, plus e power half into z into a times cos root 3 by 2 into z plus b times sin root 3 by 2 into z plus e power z by 2 plus z. So, there is a general solution of equation number 2. But our intention is to calculate the general solution of equation number 1. So, what we have to do? We took z is equal to log x in the previous. So, we have to substitute here z as log x. Each term z contains no. So, that we have to replace it by log x. So, therefore, the general solution of equation number 1 is just replace the equation number 2 by here. So, that is y is equal to c1 into e power minus z is replaced by log x plus e power half into again z is replaced by log x, that into a times cos root 3 by 2 log x plus b sin root 3 by 2 log x plus complementary function here e power z can be written as e power log x by 2 plus z can be written as log x. Further simplify this one, y is equal to c1 into, now observe that e power minus log x. So, bring that minus to the power of x. Okay. So, that is of the form log m power n. So, that can be written as n log m. So, by using that we can write here x power minus 1, e log x power minus 1, but e and log will get cancelled. So, we left with x power minus 1 plus again the second term also same, half will goes to the power of x here. So, that is x power half, e and log will get cancelled. So, x power half, that into next all the terms are same. Again e log x by 2 it is, e and log will get cancelled. So, x by 2 plus log x. Further simplify, c1 into x power minus 1 can be written as c1 by x plus x power half can be written as root x, that into a cos root 3 by 2 into log x plus b sin root 3 by 2 into log x plus x by 2 plus log x, where c1, a, b are arbitrary constants. So, that is the general solution of given equation number 1.